So, where's my client at? Oh, what the?
Oh shit.
What's up, bro? What's good with it, YouTube? It's your boy Ricky back again with another video. Today we're going to be doing a mid fade on my boy Tito. Just a little something to know about his hair. He has a lot of different growth patterns and densities, and his occipital bone pokes out a lot in the back. We'll see that later. But yeah, let's get into the cut. Before I do anything to his head, I'm going to section off his curls and at the parietal ridge, just so I'm not cutting into any of the bulk of the curls, and I can have a clean canvas on the side and the back and around his head. So here, I'm just gonna pick up my purple number 2 guard on my Babyliss and open up my clipper all the way open. I'm just doing this just so I can debulk, you know, and just even everything out. This is the highest guard I'm gonna use, so I know I'm gonna fade just up to into a 2. But yeah, I do use this step on most haircuts. I like to debulk first, my bad. And I like to clear some weight out of the way just so I have a cleaner, more smoother canvas to work on. You can see that I'm not cutting all the way up into the top. I kind of just flick out at the top just because I don't want to cut into that bulk that we're leaving up at the top, so the top of the hair can just sit on that shelf of hair and not be an undercut, because we don't want to go for an undercut. Alright, cool. So now we got that step out of the way. We're going to come in with our gold BaBylissPRO skeleton trimmers. These aren't zero gap, so you can see how faint the line is. I like to use these for my bald lines just because they don't leave a really, really harsh line. I do that for a reason, so it's easy for me to take out that bald line. But yeah, so I'm going to do this a little bit above his ear, just so I can actually hit that mid fade area that he wanted. And I'm gonna do this halfway around the head, and then I'm gonna move to the other side, and then I'm gonna meet it in the back, just so I know everything's even. So after I took everything down with my trimmers and I removed that bulk under the bald line, I come in with my BaBylissPRO shavers. I like these a lot. They remove the stubble super fast, and it's pretty clean compared to other foil shavers I've used. So I'm just gonna clean up that area under the bald line right now. Now we're gonna get into the fade. So we're gonna come in with my Ergos all the way open. I like using these for fading just because I feel like they get closer and really cleaner, especially with the blade that I have on it. I have an SPX blade from Eversense, but I'm gonna just work on this side of the head, and I'm gonna go in over my guidelines multiple times just so like I make sure every single one of those hairs are cleared out, and I have a really even guide all the way around. So here you saw me move from my all the way open, and I closed it halfway. I'm just trying to make the bald line a little fainter, a little lighter, just so it's easier for me to take out and to get a gradual blend all the way up into the next guide. We closed it, and we're gonna remove that bald line. So now we're gonna move into the next step, which is grabbing your one guard. I grab my red one guard and I go up about ½ an inch. Remember, this is a mid fade, so we're not trying to get too high into it. We're still trying to keep that a little bit of bulk on the side. Yeah, we're gonna go about ½ an inch up, going over the guide multiple times because we want it to be even. We want to cut every single hair in that area so that you don't get like little spots or patches or anything. Yeah, my bad. One of my files corrupted, and it was the step before this, but it was just blending the no guard to my one using the half guard. We use the same methods, open it up midway and closed in that area. I'm just flicking out at the lines. But right here, we're using the 1.5 guard to blend the 1 into the 2. Remember, we debulked with the 2, so now this 1/2 should clean everything up. Now we're going back again with our 2. This time we're gonna do halfway instead of open, just to lighten up that area that we tried blending with the 1.5. We're gonna do this with the halfway and then move a little bit down, and we're gonna do it closed, and it should be blended all the way out. Alright, now moving on to the next side. I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys watch the steps. It's the same exact steps I use on the other side. So if you're confused about anything, make sure to go back and watch my other steps. I'm using the same guard so you can keep track of which steps I'm at. So the red is the 1, my half guard is green guard, my 1.5 is a pink guard, and then my 2 is a purple guard. Man, this fade's looking really nice. Alright, so a little backstory about Tito. He's one of my OG clients, and he's really one of the ones that believe in me. Oh, look at my boy Tito though! But yeah, he's one of my OG clients, and you know, I got much love for this dude, man. We've grown up together, and you know, I just much love for this guy right here. So now we're gonna move on to probably the most difficult part of the cut. The back of his head is ridiculous. He's got crazy dents, and his occipital bone pokes out so much, so it really makes it difficult to fade the back of his head. So when I'm fading the back of his head, I try to take the guideline up above his occipital bone. I found that if I try doing under it, I get caught in between the occipital bone and those dents, those bumps on the side of his head. So it just, your fade looks wonky. So now that we're doing these mid fades, I make sure to take it above the occipital bone or right above the point of it, and the blends come out crazy nice. So that's a little trick. You just got to pay attention to your clients' heads, man. But yeah, we use the same exact faded methods as we did earlier. We went all the way open, and then halfway, and then close to take out the bald line. So yeah, whenever you get lost, just remember your steps. You should be fine. So now we're gonna go in with our one guard. We're gonna go up about 1 inch on the back side, just because there's a lot more hair on the back and you need to spread out your fade a lot more, so you can see it be gradual and it go up, because you don't want a really small space or a really small fade. I've done that before, guys, and it just does not look good. So yeah, make sure you just go up with your guidelines and make sure they're even and keep going over them. So here's some action with my green guard. This is my half guard, and I'm going in between my no guard and my one. I have it open all the way, and I'm going straight up into the one right where that line starts. Now I'm going halfway, and I'm going a little bit below that line, and you can see it get lighter as I'm going over the hair. And then I close it, and I go right under that, and everything just blends out. Now we're gonna pick up the pink 1.5, going up into the bulk of the hair. Again, we're not going all the way to the top because we want a little shelf for the curls to sit on. So we need to leave some bulk at the top and it not be an undercut. Oh yup, now the purple number 2. This is what we're gonna finish off the fade with. So now we're going into that bulk with the 2 open, because that's what we started with. And then we're gonna go midway and then closed, and it should blend everything between the 1.5, the 1, and the 2. Alright, now I'm just detailing the cut. Right here you see it's just really harsh on, like the bulk is just sitting there. So I like going in with the thinny shears and do shear over comb, just to like blend it out a little bit more and make it a little bit softer and not as just hella bulk sitting at the top. So this just softens everything up, takes some hair off. And I like to just detail with these shears. Oh yeah, and speaking of shears, I got these off of Barber Nova. They come in like kits, and they're honestly pretty budget friendly. I think I paid like $125 for a set of shears and thinning shears. Honestly, they're pretty fire, and I recommend them to anybody, so I'll leave that in the description below. So I just went ahead and I saturated his hair again, and now I'm going to use some serum from Elegance. I like using this as a finishing product. It makes my clients like feel like they are getting a premium service and that I really care about what I'm doing with their hair. And it just makes you look like you're educated and look like you know what you're doing, you know? Like if you tell someone you're gonna put a serum in their hair, they're gonna be like, oh, what is that? But here it is, guys. This is the cut. That's my boy Tito with the mid fade, looking hella blurry. Sheesh. Again, this your boy Ricky Guevara, back at it again with another cut. Follow me on Instagram at Ricky_Guevara. Like, share, subscribe to this page, and click that bell so you know when I'm dropping another tutorial. Alright guys, peace.